rising and Venus, also cross watchers. I'm doing a little check-in for the Cancer crew. I was picking up on, first of all, I'm not wearing the wings or makeup right now, okay? I'm just bringing it down for you because there is somebody in your energy. Remember, this is a general reading. Roles can be reversed. But I'm picking up, I'm sensing an energy of one or the both of you getting upset, blocking, as a manipulative tactic, or like getting really upset and blocking, and then unblocking, right? So somebody here could be blocking and unblocking the other person, but in the meantime, like watching your stories or using other accounts to look at you. So there's kind of a back and forth energy of somebody here. And I'm going to pull their energy. I'm not really sure if this person is really doing this to be manipulative, if they're confused, if they get really upset, if they just don't know how to handle their emotions, okay? So how is this person feeling right now for Cancer? How is this person feeling for Cancer right now? What are their intentions with Cancer? This person is in an independent energy. We do have Frankenstein. So Frankenstein, this person could work in a lab, or they could have like some sort of clinical thing that they do. But with this being Frankenstein here, even though they're in this energy of, it's like without you, their heart is in a jar, okay? Even though this person is in an independent energy, I know that sounds really creepy, but Frankenstein here is hearts in this jar. So this person is like, they're not feeling passion for life without this, okay? This is what I'm sensing here. Even though this person is in this independent energy, or this like, I'm just doing me right now, whatever, their heart still belongs to you. They still have love there for you. And there could be some part of them that wants to revive this, which is why the confusing back and forth energy. Now, this is a general reading. It might not relate to a lot of you guys, okay? Give me another card on this person's energy. Hello, everybody. Okay, so this person feels stuck. We have the Eight of Swords here. Okay, this person cannot get out of their head about this situation. The Eight of Swords is this energy of being stuck, potentially even maybe not talking well about them, like make negative self-talk, or kind of like replaying things. But it's like this energy of, I can't get out of this. No matter what I do, I'm still thinking about it. They're still in this with you, in their head, okay? Eight of Swords energy. Could be a same-sex relationship. It does not have to be. We have a little rainbow on there. So let's see what this person's going to do here, if they're going to make a move. Because right now, they kind of feel stuck to this. The Hierophant. This person could be doing, this is the voodoo warrior. So they could be, maybe they're into magic or rituals here. Maybe they're doing rituals or something like that. But with the Hierophant here, I feel like this person wants, maybe they might want things to be more traditional. I know a lot of readers will say the Hierophant means commitment, but it's really a religious institution. So I feel like this person maybe wants things to be more traditional between the two of you. And we're going to see, I'm going to see more on that. King of Swords, they're playing kind of detached. And I was kind of picking up on this energy that this person has sort of a detached vibe, kind of like acting cold, acting like they're unbothered, but they're really up in their head and could potentially want more commitment. We have the Eight of Pentacles. This is zombie. And I was kind of picking up on that energy here with the Nine of Pentacles here. Like somebody here is, how do I put this, you guys? How do I put this? I almost feel like this person is on autopilot with, like, their mind is so wrapped up in this situation that they're on autopilot at work. It's like this has affected them, okay? If this is relating to you, now remember it's a general reading. It might not relate to all of you guys. If it doesn't, check your other placements. If it does relate to you, this situation has affected them maybe even more deeply than they're showing. And it's affecting all areas of their life. It's almost like this zombie, like I'm so wrapped up in it. I'm thinking about it so often that I'm having a hard time concentrating. So that's kind of what I'm picking up on here. Let's see what the outcome is. Let me know in the comments how y'all are doing. Miss Giu says, are you doing online tarot reading here? We're just doing a little collective for the Cancer crew. There could be a new beginning between the two of you. Honestly, this person is more affected than they're putting on here, okay, with the Fool. Some of you guys, there could be a cat involved. They could, let's see, for the signs, I'm picking up on, it could be an earth sign. Here we have Taurus, potentially in Aries. Doesn't have to be. Also, we look at the rising sign. So the Fool here is typically somebody who wants to take a leap of faith. This could be somebody who's more traditional, and or maybe they want a more traditional relationship with you if you've had that on again, off again. Because I don't feel like let's see who's going to initiate this though, because like I said, this isn't very action oriented, to be honest with you. This is this energy of really, I'm doing what I can, I'm working on my money, I'm doing what I can to be distracted from this, but in their head, they're all up in it, right? So let's see, you've imprinted on them. Oh, you've always wanted to do tarot? You know what? Tarot is a lot easier to learn than you would believe. Four of Swords. Whoa, we've got the Vampire. Okay, so yes, I don't know if this person is going to do anything towards you right now. Although in their energy, potentially they want something new. Now, the Fool can be a leap of faith either towards you or towards something else. I feel like this energy is draining. This relationship could be absolutely draining to you or to the other person. And when I say their energy, I mean like mentally draining because they're in their head about it so much. Probably it's very triggering. And you know what I'm picking up on here with the Four of Swords is that it's like I don't have the energy to get into it. I don't have the energy for a big fight. I don't want that anymore because the Four of Swords is like I'm trying to preserve myself. I'm trying to rest. I don't want to fight. I don't want the heartbreak. You know, they could be afraid of getting hurt, aren't we all? Marie says, what do I think about Jesus Christ? I think that everybody should find their own beliefs. I am misleading in not preaching. I'm not preaching. This is a tarot reading. But yes, I think everybody should find their own belief system. And actually, the Four of Swords can represent somebody going to church to pray. And we also have the Hierophant. There could be somebody here who's very religious. But like I said before, this is this energy of I'm feeling drained. I'm feeling mentally exhausted from this. I don't want to fight. I want to break from it. I want some fresh energy here. So let's see what the blockage is. Hi. How are you guys? Okay, Maurice, you could go. I don't know why you come in here. Let's see, we've got the Lovers. All right, I was saying this before you guys, and here we are. We have the Succubus, and then we have the Vampire. See how this person is like asleep here? Somebody here is drained mentally, physically, spiritually. But this is the Lovers here, and what I'm picking up on that is that this is a very strong relationship. This is probably one of those relationships where it's difficult to walk away. It's like a karmic relationship. Like you might have a karmic soul contract with this individual here. Miss Ju says, I wasn't meaning, oh, it's a metaphor. Okay. How are you guys doing Labor Day weekend? Yes, I am picking up on a mentally drained kind of energy. We are in the year number 9, which is, if you add 2020 together, all the numbers together, that's number 9, and that's the Hermit card. So there's a lot of, which is actually in the tarot, the Hermit is God. So this year is probably going to be monumental insofar as like breaking patterns and potentially having that mental energy strain and trying to pull back that energy. You feel very mentally drained. Yeah, there's somebody here definitely who's feeling that. The Lovers is a choice here. So it's a choice, you know, if I'm going to choose this person or not. And I feel like the decision is weighing heavily here, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, on potentially both of you as to whether or not to pursue this, to go towards it. So with the Lovers here in the block, that, like I said before, could potentially be, I mean, yes, there could be other people, you know, taking your guys' energy away from one another. Could be like, I don't know if I want to, because I'm kind of feeling like somebody here wants to be single, but isn't really ready to choose a relationship. That could be because they have some trauma or commitment issues potentially, or they're working on their career here, right? But this is a strong connection. This is a strong pull for this person. Yeah, I said that before. The 9s, we have the number 9 here twice. This is a defensive energy with the 7 of Wands. Like, this is self-preservation here. This is, I'm filling my cup. This is, I have goals to achieve. It's very much I'm being transient. I have to tell you my parents, but the thing is I'm scared. You know, actually, the Lovers can be, this card is Gemini energy, and it can actually be about somebody here, especially with the 8 of Swords. I sometimes see that as an LGBTQ or somebody here with that issue. But if that's not for you, it's about what is gonna help me to fill my own cup. Am I capable of being in a relationship, or do I need to pursue my own thing right now? Because I'm feeling very guarded and defensive. And I'm being very vague in general because, you know, it's general reading, but also this could be your energy and this could be their energy. This is Pisces energy here. Pisces, we have Gemini, we have Aries on the table here, and we also have Taurus. So yeah, I mean, I'm getting this independent vibe, I'm filling my own cup. I'm feeling really rather guarded here. Some of you guys could have a cat. Let's see if there's any advice here for this energy. So the potential reason for the push-pull is that somebody here hasn't completely chosen this situation. But 5 of Wands in reverse, I was getting that energy. Like, we've reached a point where I want to rise above petty arguing and petty drama, okay? The 5 of Wands in reverse is like overcoming obstacle, overcoming internal and or struggle between the two of you. So, and like I said, I don't know if this is your energy or the other person, but this is overcoming something here. And I was picking up on that. Like, if you were fighting a lot with a partner or with somebody in your life, somebody has kind of reached their point of exhaustion where I don't want this struggle anymore. And it could be internal struggle as well. 5 of Wands is an internal struggle. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. We have creation here. Creation. Also, this is going to be the crown chakra. So if there is any kind of internal conflict, because we did get the swords here with the King of Swords, somebody being kind of attached to the 4 of Swords. Somebody here, this is dissipating. Like I said, that energy of being mentally drained, potentially because they're not creating what they want to create here. You or the other person, or just in general. Perfection. So we want progress, not perfection. And this is the root chakra. So I feel like at this point, let's see if we can get one more card of advice. Balance. Can you find balance in this situation? Is it worth pursuing? Because what I'm picking up on here is just like, I don't know if I can do this without there being, without me feeling completely exhausted, without me feeling on guard, without me feeling defensive, because I feel like I'm pulled to fill my own cup and to be independent here. So that's like the baseline of what I'm getting, which is why there's that push-pull energy. Oh, well, that's cool. Yeah, YouTube is fun. Let's see if we can get an outcome here for the Cancer. Ooh. Wow. Cancer, I feel like the 10 of Cups is happiness here. So, you're going to find happiness. You're going to figure it out. Progress, not perfection. Balance. And potentially finding a happy place. Cancers love home life. And I feel like whether or not it's with this person, I think you're going to be good. I think you're going to find a way to be happy and harmonize with your family here. Potentially having a happily ever after. Maybe that's what you're trying to create with this person. So you'll have to ask yourself, you know, can I create that with this person? Can I create a sense of stability here with this person? Because that's what I want. If that's what you're interested in. Some of you guys might go in another direction. Ace of Cups here. Because I just feel like this very detached, very emotionally unavailable kind of energy with this person. So, but I do feel like something good is coming in for you. All right. It may or may not be with this person, but we do have the cups here. So you're going to be harmonizing, and I feel like it's going to be really good for you guys. You're going to be creating something new here, and, you know, not dissipating here in front of the TV, because this is what's happening here with that solar plexus chakra. You know, not dissipating, waiting for someone to choose you. Gonna go out there, find balance, you know, or go inwards, as it were, and harmonize your cups and find that happiness. Oh yes, YouTube can be mentally draining. That's cool, Miss Ju. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. And it looks really good for the Cancer crew. I don't know about this person, like I said before. They're not choosing this. They're detaching because they don't want to fight. They don't want, you know, arguments. They don't want, I don't know, like they're not fully choosing this person does want commitment. I saw it in their energy, you know, at the Hierophant there, but they're not fully choosing it. I think because they're kind of in an unavailable, independent vibe. But that could also be your energy, and sometimes that's a response, is a trauma response. To be in this independent energy is a trauma response from, you know, having had your heart broken and drowning yourself in work or something like that. But there is a sense of needing time and space to decompress and to look at it with new energy, with new eyes, and see if you can really harmonize. You know, you have to ask yourself the deep and probing questions. And Misju says it's miso. Okay, I think I might have been saying it wrong. Sorry about that. So I might be bringing back the questions. I thought about it long and hard, and I might be bringing back the free questions. So if you aren't a subscriber, you're going to want to subscribe, because I took a little break from doing free questions on here, and I might be bringing it back. So if y'all are interested, you subscribe and keep an eye out for the lives if you're interested in a free question from me. I'm from the tarot. What are you guys doing out there? What's going on? Miso, it sounds like what's your YouTube channel about? I have another YouTube channel. My other YouTube channel is, I do like a travel channel. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of picking up on, with this energy here, a lot of confusion. Let's see if there's anything new coming in for the Cancers. You know what they say, if somebody's confusing you, what's their saying about, I was going to say a saying and I completely forgot it. If you're confused, it's usually for a reason. That confusion is usually emotional unavailability. And I say that only because I have the confusion card, which is the crown chakra here. Miso says, yeah, gotcha tuber. I don't know what that is. I don't, and I'm not sure if it's appropriate to say on here. For some of you guys, I'm trying to pull a new energy for Cancer. I'm trying to see if there's anyone new coming in. I do feel like the Ten of Swords is coming out. So, I say this all the time on YouTube, on here, on my channel, is if you are done with that confusing back and forth energy with that individual who's totally drained, if that relates to you, if you want something new, you have to completely detach from the old. Detach, non-attachment. It means the same thing. It basically just means clearing your energy and not waiting for them to come back, right? Not checking on their social media. If you want something new, you have to get off that timeline of still waiting or still being available for someone. Because what I'm seeing here is is an ending with the Ten of Swords here. So this is kind of what's needed for you to pull in something completely new, is that detachment game that I've completely untangled my energy from that emotionally unavailable person, like to the point where I don't think about them that much. I don't check up on them. I'm not waiting for them, and I don't want them. And if they came back today, I still wouldn't want them. That's the energy that you need to be on to attract somebody completely new. Otherwise, you could still be on that timeline where they come back. Like Gotcha Life, the app. I have no idea what that is. So let's see what's new for Cancer. I'm still picking up on this past person. Ten of Swords, I'm picking up on a lot of pain. Could be feeling betrayed by somebody here. So once you've transmuted that energy, then you can get on the level of new, or you'll potentially attract the same type of person. We had the Ten of Swords, or we had the Lovers before, and so the Lovers is coming out again. So I feel like potentially this comes out a lot too on these readings here, where right when I'm finally over it, right when you're finally over that person, who played games with your heart, or who was unavailable, or who you didn't work out with, right when you're like, okay, I've met someone else, or I'm done, that's when they're like, hey, that's when they come back in, that's when they pop up, right? We have Lilith here, Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is the witch card. I don't know if any of you guys practice any of that. So we're pulling Queen of Wands energy here. So a new person, potentially the old person coming back when you're ready for something new. Also could be an Aries. Oh, an app with anime character. That's cool. And then we have, this is your energy, Cancer. This is the King of Cups here. I'm seeing skeletons. I'm seeing nature here. I'm seeing around Halloween time, Cancer, you could potentially, if you're interested in somebody new, there could be somebody here who's an Aries. Okay, I'm getting feminine energy, or a water sign as well. Could be another Cancer like you. But I feel like I'm heavily picking up on the past person wanting to come back the minute that you're ready to move on. Yes, there is potential for new here. There's always potential for new if you're ready for it. And I feel like if you were kind of stuck before, if things were kind of moving slow, we have potentially a Sagittarius. We have these dragons here. There's going to be a lot of communication. So potentially a new person here who likes to talk. Could also be at a distance from you. Yeah, there is a lot of dragons here. There's going to be a lot of communication. This is also Cupid's arrows coming in, which I love. Yeah, Miso, I have never heard of that. I am so old. I don't even know what you kids are doing out there. I don't know what you kids are doing. I keep pulling Aries energy for a lot of you guys. So this person who you could meet, a new person, they could be a boss or an entrepreneur. They could be an Aries. The Emperor. We got the Sphinx here. Maybe they have a Sphinx cat. I don't know. I don't know a lot of people who have Sphinx cats, but my cousin has a Sphinx cat. You guys know what a Sphinx is? A Sphinx is a cat that doesn't have any hair on it. This is a cat with no hair on it. So potentially some of you guys are meeting an Aries in the future, a new person. Maybe your past person is Aries. I don't know. Because I am pulling in the Lovers, which is a choice. You could choose to stay on the timeline of the person who is draining or who is drained, or somebody here who it seems like to be a self-starter. Maybe they run their own business or they're the boss or something like that. They could also be a father because the Emperor is a father figure. Maybe some of you have children or baby daddy. I don't know. Tarot is genderless, so just keep that in mind here. Just be careful that somebody here isn't juggling. We got the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like some of you guys, there's that timeline of I'm trying to meet somebody new. I'm finally like, okay, I'm detached. And they come back. I feel like a past person here, potentially an Aries. If you have children with someone, if not, there could be someone from the past who maybe tries to stop you from moving on, like that in and out person with the Two of Pentacles. I don't know if you like to go to the woods or spend time around trees, or if you're into archery. Somebody here is into archery. It's the Elf. There could be a height difference. Potentially you could be meeting a Capricorn as well. Okay, so what's the outcome here with the new person? Hopefully, this past person won't try and sabotage something new for you guys out there. We have the Temperance, the Sea Nymph. There's also potentially a Saggy here for the new person. So the Temperance. So the Temperance here comes in not only to like heal a situation here. I feel like some of you guys, if you meet somebody new, they could feel kind of healing to you. It could be a challenge to integrate a new person into your life, especially if there is still kind of this past person lingering, right? So you could have some difficulties integrating them into your life. And I feel like it could be like a slow burner too with the Seven of Pentacles. Like, is this going anywhere? Are they really into me, right? Seven of Pentacles. So that could be with the new person. I think you might actually end up moving away from this, or it might be a short-lived kind of thing with the new person here. Eight of Pentacles, Pirate. There could be a lot of distance. If you meet someone online, they could maybe live at a distance. So I feel like with the new person, you might not feel emotionally into it. Let's see if there's any advice for love for the Cancers. Queen of Cups. So this is saying to be more gentle with yourself, be more forgiving with yourself, to put off an energy of loving and nurturing and being gentle and more vulnerable. It kind of puts you on the vibration of love more, because I know there's a lot of people out there who are emotionally unavailable, who don't know how to attach themselves. I'm not saying you have that issue, but to like lower your guard a little bit, try and be more vulnerable with people if you feel like you can trust them. and to get on that energy of receiving love. Okay, you guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks so much. Thank you, Miso, for joining me today for this live. If any of this related to you, let me know in the comments. And yes, I'm probably going to be coming back with the free tarot question lives. I'm probably going to be doing that for the subscribers again. So if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe so you can get a free question. Okay, you guys, happy Labor Day weekend. If you celebrate, I hope this elevated your consciousness in some type of way. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.